The grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. In motion comes Andrews. That's taken in by Shakir. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. In motion comes Andrews. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 18-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Walker. Powering forward. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff as they try to run it here. Whoa! And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get this complete to Walker. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
In motion, Shakir. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run it with Walker.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in, and it'll be 2nd down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. In motion, Shakir. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Back to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
A run on first and goal. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Giants 10. Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be taken in at the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. They get 15 on that game. First down, Giants. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second and 7. Slot man in motion right. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Receiver in motion. Going right. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They'll come up to third and 3. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got his man right side. It's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Cowboys are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys.
Back to the air one more time. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Walker. Marked down at the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act.
The end of the third quarter with the score.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
In motion comes Andrews. In trouble, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the Giants' 32.
Back to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
11 yards on the play. It's now third down and 9.
In motion comes Andrews. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Deron Black. And he is going to score. A pick six Pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
In motion comes Andrews. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he will go all the way. Trey Flowers. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Going for it all. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Marked down at the 6. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. In motion comes Andrews. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And to be taken down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To the air now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So it's a win for the Cowboys.